Salve, salve família, bem-vindos ao meu canal, me chamo Thiago Nofex. Hoje eu vim aqui gravar numa montanha chamada Mystery Spot, diretamente de Santa Cruz, Califórnia. Aí acabamos de chegar aqui, ó, como vocês podem ver. Ó. Vou entrar aqui para ver como funciona. A entrada é $8. Aí eu vou ver como funciona o tour. Aí eu vou mostrando aí pra vocês, beleza? Pra você que é novo no canal aí, ativa o sininho, segue a gente no canal, fortalece a gente lá, valeu!
Oh, that's great to hear you guys. How are you? Thank you, I'm doing so well. The first one to ask me all day, so I wish I could give you. So now that the persona's been established, we can start. Has anyone been to the mystery spot before? Oh, fantastic. How long ago?
A year ago. Oh, well, a year ago.
Last year. 15 years ago. Had to one-up them. I like that energy. Keep it up, sir. 20. You got clear one. All right. You're hoping to get sore after the season.
Olha a subidinha.
So don't worry if it's been 20, 15, or a year. Nothing has changed. Except for your tour guide. Obviously, I'm a little bit more handsome. My jokes have also gotten worse, so you're welcome to improve our vocabulary. Which they marked out with these two concrete blocks here. So these two blocks represent two different ideas. The block I'm standing on right now represents being just outside of the mystery spot, whereas the block closer to the hillside here represents being just inside of it. If I can have y'all creep forward enough until you can see the compass, I'm going to show you how the surveyors discovered this boundary line, and also that it really exists. So right here with the compass outside of the mystery spot, we can see that true north in the region around us is roughly northeast. Now if I move this compass closer to the hillside, we're going to watch it shift from northeast to northwest. So this is what those land surveyors were doing, what they were noticing. They were moving their compasses back and forth, finding that consistent control reading outside of the mystery spot, and then moving their compass closer to the hillside until they noticed a slight shift. They'd mark that shift on their map, they'd move forward, and repeat until they discovered this boundary line runs between the two blocks through these three trees, all the way up and around and past the top of the hill, coming all the way back down and forming a perfect circle around the hillside, which is why these land surveyors dubbed this area the Mystery Circle.
Eu tô passando as instruções
If you
aqui,
didn't, don't worry, okay?
explicando mais ou menos como funciona a montanha. Aí eu vou deixar também as descrições aí no link do canal. Agora nós vamos começar a subir a montanha e eu vou mostrar pra vocês.
Doesn't look like you wanted to know that. Kidding. Never actually had a previous relationship.
Não precisa acreditar nas coisas que ele
So
tá
what I do
falando.
have is I have
Ele já teve
all right, this tool's
relacionamento
not
antes, ele
myself,
sabe
but it is
por
going to showcase this gravitational anomaly at work. This was the
Mas ele
first
tá
experiment
explicando
used here by
a
George
questão do
Prather,
polo
and it requires a little bit of a
gravitacional.
rhythm. Okay, when I bring it out of the cabin, I need to hear everybody as loud as you possibly can go, ooh.
Olha lá dentro as crianças, tá vendo? Eles não tomam.
So loud that my boss can hear you down in the office and think that I'm doing a great job up here with you. Sound good? Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one. This is the only. This is the board of mystery. Okay, alright, couple of notes, you guys. Couldn't help but notice that a few of us didn't ooh and ah. Yeah, it looked like you didn't even try. I'm not gonna call you out though, okay? Because, you know, I'm just not that kind of guy, but I'm just saying some of us were a little bit less excited than others. I also couldn't help but notice that a lot of the gentlemen in the crowd actually started to break eye contact with me. Yeah. Some of them started making stronger eye contact, so don't worry, you've been noted. Good for you, sir. Good for you. Now, we got two useless tools in front of you, so we're going to take a vote. Does anyone think the board, the way it is right now, is level? Raise your hands. Okay, does anyone think the board is not level right now the way it is? Raise your hands. Was anyone not thinking at all? Okay, so it appears that a few of us voted twice. That's okay, you must be from Florida, so welcome to California. Now the board is the way it appears to us, okay? This end appears to be higher, it is. This end appears to be lower, it is. Thank God not everything's a mystery here, right? So we got a billiard ball with me because, you know, who doesn't? If I place it on the board and let it go, we'll see it start to get pushed up and out of the cabin, right? Okay, we saw that, right? I didn't take too much tramadol before this. So I can roll down from the top and we'll see it slow down, stop, and then change directions. So it could be caused by the groove in the board. I'll flip it around. And I'm doing this to show you I haven't messed with the groove in any sort of way. It's not in a V shape pushing the ball out, but I'm mostly doing this to show you the ball can roll in either direction, okay? Now that's because one direction sucks. So I could still be lying. There could be a small motor in here. There could be a trained hamster, or perhaps Harry Styles does have a solo career. I have no idea. But I have water with me, so I'm going to do something special for you guys, and I'm just going to pour one out for my homie. This is for you, Maurice! You can see you're recording. Hello, my name is Chris. I'm an actor. Please hire me. Now this is the part of the tour where if you bought those VIP tickets, you can go inside. If you didn't buy those tickets, don't worry. I'm still going to be out here rolling billiard balls and pouring water for another 20 minutes. Yeah, you guys seem very excited about that. Head inside the cabin, use the handrails if you need them, save them for others if you don't.
Ele explicou mais ou menos que aqui é uma inversão dos polos da gravitacionalidade, esse negócio de física aí que eu fugi da escola. Aí ele mostrou aqui um vídeo aqui que é a bolinha amarela subindo ao contrário, né? Desafiando a gravidade, a água também. E agora nós vamos entrar aqui dentro da cabana aqui, que também a gravidade é diferente. Eu vou mostrar aqui pra vocês e a gente vai se falando. Aqui dentro dessa cabana é o maior pico que tem da parte de gravidade.
A gravidade empurra pra fora.
Aí tipo, se vocês verem as pessoas aqui dentro, ó. Caramba! Eu vou cair!
Ah, eles não tombam.
Não tombam, né? Nossa, que negócio louco!
Nossa, que loucura.
Cara, dá um pouco de tontura, velho.
Nossa, dá muito. Quer subir? Sobe, Luiz.
Aqui não sei se dá pra ter uma noção na câmera, mas ele tá se inclinando pra frente e não cai. Loucura. Nossa, inverte tudo, né, meu? Ai. É difícil de andar aqui. Vai, Natália, vai ser ali. Não, tô falando aqui agora. Vai. Ajuda lá, Wesley. Não tem como. Ah, aí é uma escadinha. Não, vai.
Dá mão, velho. Nossa, tá caindo minha pressão. É assim?
Caramba, que negócio doido, ó. É.
Tem como eu jogar roupa?
Inclina, você sente, Natália, segurando?
Sinto. No corpo, como se alguém tivesse empurrado.
Cara.
Eu não sei. Meu Deus.
Isso que eu tô tentando manter a câmera em pé.
Oi?
Tô tentando manter a câmera em pé. Nossa, ficou muito engraçado. Vai cair aí. Dá pra ver certinho.
Ah, mas eu tô dura pra mim.
Caramba, cara, a sensação. A sensação aqui dentro é muito esquisita. Ó, agora mesmo eu tô bem inclinado, ó. Sem as mãos, ó. Não cai.
Further. It'll start to get heavier. You're moving it towards the center of the viscous bud there. It'll start to get lighter.
Vamos continuar aqui a explicação dele.
Now it's good that you didn't actually touch the pendulum itself, okay? Because this pendulum isn't magnetized because it's made out of lead. You can't magnetize lead. You also can't lick it. So if you do, there are job applications in the gift store. If you need help with taking some photos or videos, let me know. If not,
Nossa, tá me dando uma tontura do caralho, velho. Nossa senhora. Aqui é mais forte, né?
where's the center at? So it's right above, right of that one. It's underneath the second floor.
On that little part right here.
Olha o peso. Como tá?
Can you do it without looking or no?
Às vezes a gente acha que é ilusão de ótica, mas não é ilusão de ótica isso aqui não, velho. Cara, que negócio maluco. Olha um pêndulo aqui, ó, mostrando. Ele tá completamente inclinado. Tem um pêndulo, mano. Olha como tá o peso ali. Tá vendo o peso atrás dele? Olha como tá inclinado. Que da hora ali.
Take a whole bunch. If you don't like any of them,
Caramba, mano. Que bagulho louco.
would you like some? Would you like a photo? Yeah.
Não, você não vai flutuar, né? Nossa, que loucura. Aí, galera, continuando aqui, ó. Aqui a gravidade é muito maluca. Bem diferente. E aqui justamente nesse ponto da casa aqui é a parte mais forte. Você consegue sentir. Agora mesmo no momento eu tô com uma tontura danada.
1, 2, 3, big smile.
How much can I go for?
You can push it a little bit further than that, but again, you'll start to fall a little bit.
Você sente que não tomba?
Não.
Que maluco.
To be your bench. However, since its inception in 1975, California has suffered quite a few earthquakes over the years, one of which resulted in a sinkhole that swallowed the top end of the block there, causing it to look the way it does for us today. We were originally planning on digging that end out of the ground, leveling it back out, and making it an inviting place to sit again, until one of the contractors we hired noticed something interesting. He noticed that where I'm standing appears to be the higher end, right? Across from me it appears to be lower, but they're actually flipped. So as I walk away from my level towards this handsome gentleman here, I'm technically walking uphill, but it looks like I'm starting to get shorter, right? As I walk back to my level, I'm technically walking downhill, but it looks like I'm getting more handsome. We'll work on it. So we can double check my math, of course, right? We can take the billiard ball in the water and roll the billiard ball down the board, and we'll see it begin to come back. I can pour the water behind the ball, and we'll see the water follow the ball. Ooh. It's not like we just saw that 10 minutes ago. Okay, you guys don't seem very mystified. You seem a little bit disappointed. Now, nowhere near as disappointed as my father when I told him that I was going to you guys. I've never met the guy. So, we're going to need a couple of volunteers. I'm going to need someone who's about 6 feet tall, not just on 10 feet. Jason, how tall are you? There we go. He comes there with everybody, my man, face out towards everybody. I need someone who's 5'10". How tall are you? How tall are you, centimeters? 178 centimeters? Yeah, stay right there for me. I need someone who's 5'8". Oh, you want to come up here? Someone 5'6".
Perfect, sir. 5'4".
All right, so we've successfully created something very sought after here, ladies and gentlemen, mostly by the customer, but from time to time I look forward as well. It's the AT&T service bar. Round of applause. They did a great job. All right, so none of you can see the roof line behind your heads without turning yourself around, right? Yeah, unless you had eyes in the back of your head. If you did, I hope you tell me, because that sounds pretty useful. I'd like to get in on that with you. We could join the X-Men together or something. I don't know. Think about it. Look to your left and look to your right. Become familiar with who's shorter, who's taller. Make sure that everyone with me out here is seeing the same thing that you are up there. I'm doing this to prove it's not an optical illusion for us out here caused by the roof line, because we can all see it. They cannot. We'll all see the same results together in just a moment. Now, Miss, you want to switch places with Jace down here for me? And then, Miss, can I have you switch places with this handsome gentleman right here? And then, Miss, in the middle, you're perfectly fine the way you are, okay? But you already knew that. And if you look to your left and your right, you should be seeing about eye to eye with everybody who's shorter and or taller. We've really leveled out the playing field, and we also offer marriage counseling here. Yeah, we're great at helping you see eye to eye with your partner, and it's only $8 if you ever really need it. Now, these two individuals walk downhill, yet they gain about a foot in height. You're feeling great, you guys. Welcome to the MBS. I'm so sorry that you two walked uphill but somehow lost a foot in height, but you know what? For $8, we can throw you on the next tour, see if we can fix this up later. A round of applause for a demonstrator. Thank you guys for doing that for us. I really appreciate it. Alright, so welcome to the last demonstration here, you guys. This last demonstration is called the T-blocks. Does anyone know why we call them the T-blocks? There we go, right? Not everything has to be a mystery. Sometimes you can name things based on how they look. So this used to be completely flat cross all the way from where Alex stood to where Damien is standing. But in 1989, a very small catastrophic event comes through California, and this block was offset very slightly by about a 1/16 of an inch, favoring the side that Alex is on, making that just slightly taller end. If anyone's curious what actually happened in 1989, I'd like you to remember it was Taylor Swift being born. Now, Damien and Alex, can you come forward real quick, you guys? Do you see that bubble touching that black line right there? Okay, perfect. I'm going to take a quarter and put it underneath the north side of the level. And we're going to do that. So the bubble go back into the middle. So we can zero out the level by placing a quarter underneath the lower side. The width of a quarter is just under a 1/16 of an inch. So if we take the width of a quarter, we multiply it by the entire length of the block, we're going to discover there's about 1.5 inches height difference. Just means the end of the block underneath ours is 1.5 inches higher than the end of the block underneath Amy. Now, go step back to the end of the block. Yeah, back to where you were. Yeah, perfect. Good, buddy. Now, can you turn and face each other? Wonderful. Now, just stand up straight, and when you look straight ahead, where are you looking? Out straight, where you like? You're looking like about where Damien's smiling. Do you agree? Yeah. Okay, Damien, when you look straight ahead, where are you looking? Are you looking like at the very top of his head, or are you looking at that lovely tree over there? You don't know? That's okay. I don't know either. Switch places for me, guys. Oh my gosh. Damien, what are you, like 6 feet tall now, dude? Nice job!
Natália, você tá bem na minha frente.
You look so fast, right? Okay, so that was easily more than an inch and a half.
Não sei se vocês conseguem perceber, mas quando inverteu, eles são da mesma altura. Quando inverteu, um foi menor que o outro. E para vocês verem, tem até embaixo uma régua, igual aqueles de obra, que para deixar nivelado, aqueles régua de nível. E ali na régua está mostrando que está no nível correto, e eles invertem, um fica maior que o outro.
Probably hoping at some point today I was going to stop wasting your time with these fruity jokes I prepared and just actually tell you what's going on. I'd love to. Yeah, I genuinely wish that I could. You know, a few years ago we made a mistake. Okay, we decided we were going to call ourselves the mystery spot, not the solve spot like I wanted to. I'd be out of a job. But I have some theories as to why these oddities have been occurring around you. I'm going to give you those so you don't feel like you're going home totally empty-handed. But first, we do owe Damien and Alex a round of applause for the You guys can think about your life. You can catch the roses that are thrown at you. You can blow some kisses out. It's your show. So my first theory, ladies and gentlemen, I believe there's a small pool of magma directly underneath us, which is spinning the opposite of the Earth's rotation. This is causing friction. that friction is creating a magnetic field in the area. This magnetic field is what's caused our compasses to go awry, as well as a few of the oddities we've noticed both in and outside the cabin, but you know, not quite all of them. My next theory is a little bit more scientific. I believe there's a large fault running directly underneath the cabin, and this fault is emitting noxious CO2 gas. We've all just been having a group hallucination for $8 at a party, which in Santa Cruz County isn't just a great deal, it's also incredibly believable. You guys can really get anything you want from your drug dealers out here, and I'm not kidding. Last night I got these shoes from mine. I have no idea what he laced them with, but let me tell you, I've been tripping all day. Now my last theory requires everybody to rub their hands together like this. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I firmly believe with all of my heart and soul, okay, with every fiber of my being, that a very long time ago, there was an alien spaceship that crash landed. Landing right where the cabin is today. Now this event caused aliens to survive, but they didn't want to survive. They wanted to thrive. So they thought, well gosh, how are we going to thrive on this new foreign planet? Well, one of them goes off on his own, and he has a spiritual journey, if you will. He comes back months later, having had an epiphany, and this epiphany gave him an idea. He sat with himself and he thought, well, hey, what if I just, what if I just built a sideways cabin in the middle of the woods? You know, I feel like I could take people through, have them see things they wouldn't normally see. Maybe get them to do things they wouldn't normally do, like ooh and ah for a piece of wood, or maybe even rub their hands together just because a handsome man told them to. Mysterious. Thank you guys, you're absolutely wonderful. If you enjoyed the tour, my name was Chris. If you didn't like the tour, don't worry, I said my name was Anna. Now, I know you didn't pay $8 for
Fala galera, encerramos aqui. Foi bem rápido. Aí agora eles recebem um adesivo aqui que eu já fui no Mystery Spot. Vou descer aqui filmando pra vocês. Espero que tenham gostado. Eu vou deixar a descrição aqui no link, onde fica tudo. E vou especificar pra vocês, traduzido aqui no link em português. Beleza? Espero que tenham gostado. Fortalece a gente lá no canal, segue a gente, ativa o sininho. Até o próximo vídeo, galera. Valeu!